Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Real United States, and welcome to our third anniversary. It has been 3 years since we started posting on the Real United States, and as those of you who've been with us a long time will recall, we started as a result of the inspiration we got from our good friends at Real Russia, Sergei Baklikov, who also is still with us, still out there making Real Russia. So Sergei, we both survived 3 years. Here's to 3 more. And we're going to make this short this year. We're not going to have all the extra footage from the year past. We're going to talk a little bit about it. And we just wanted to say thank you to everybody. Only a few hours ago, we topped 1,700 subscribers. Thank you very much, everyone. And of course, thank you especially to those of you who have been with us now for the full 3 years. And I know that a number of our subscribers have been very loyal right from the beginning and have been very good about commenting, staying in touch, and we've built some great relationships, and we're very thankful for that. So I guess historically what we like to do is we like to reminisce a little bit. It's been a pretty good year. It's been a very productive year for us.
Yeah, it's been a good year. We've found a lot of interesting things to video in this area, and we've gone and done a lot of really cool things, and we've also seen a lot of things, and we've been able to share that with you.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that 1 year ago we were shooting this, our second anniversary, from a picnic table much like this, if you recall, in Big Rapids, Michigan. Now we are just outside of Washington, D.C. We are just inside of the state of Maryland. And we moved shortly after that episode, and guess what, folks? We are actually in the throes of moving again, even as I speak. So
yes, we're moving again. That's why we're filming outside, because what's left in the old apartment is a total mess, and the new apartment hasn't gotten organized yet, so you're not allowed in.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to show it to you. It's an apartment, folks. It's not that much different than the other one. It's a little smaller. But we're moving about, I don't know, 12 or 13 miles from where we've been living. So we'll still be here in the greater Washington, D.C. area.
Yep.
And because we've got a lot more stuff here to bring you. But it is hard to believe that a year ago we were still sitting in Michigan and doing this. And now here we are, halfway across the country doing it again. So, Bev.
Yes.
We've done this is 107 videos, but we've done up to this point 106 videos in the last 52 weeks. So
I wonder why I'm tired. Really?
Well, there is that. I work a full-time job, and we're making videos all the time. What was the most memorable or your favorite episode?
That's not a fair question this
No.
year. There's too many of them this year.
Yeah, we did a lot of cool stuff.
We've done a lot of cool stuff. I guess number one would have to be, for me, would be all of the videos about the Cherry Blossom Festival in downtown DC, because I've wanted to see that for so long, and it was so beautiful in person that we tried to make it like we see it, but there's nothing like experiencing it in person. And then I guess my second favorite one is one we just did when we went to Niagara Falls, because I went to Niagara Falls in the mid-'70s by myself. I was on a trip visiting friends in other states, and I stopped at Niagara Falls on the way home, and I went, be nice if I had somebody to share this with someday. And so, well, I finally got back with somebody to share it with, so that was really nice.
And I had been there before, but with my first wife. This is my second marriage. And so it was nice. This was our first opportunity to do it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But, the Cherry Blossom Festival, right? So the whole festival's coming up. And we had done cherry blossoms up in Michigan the previous year, and, it was cool and all that. But I was like, no, this is the National Cherry Blossom Festival. This is a big deal. I'm like, it's cherry blossoms,
I told him it was a big deal.
Yeah, well, it turns out it's a big deal. National parades and like TV coverage, and they're making documentaries about it, and there's all kind of crap. I'm like, yeah, it's a big deal. So I've been informed, and it's already on the calendar, that we will be doing the 2016 Cherry Blossom Festival, folks. So you got that to look forward to. So what was your least favorite? I mean, we got to do that.
Least favorite.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it was anything as horrific as season 2, but...
No. Least favorite. I don't know. I think it was when we went down and did the big ships in Norfolk, because it was so freaking cold and so windy that day.
Oh, the aircraft carriers, yeah.
And I thought for sure you were going to lose your hat in the drink. I thought it was gone. I could see it. It was just going to go.
That was a rough day. It was a rough day.
That was a rough day.
Yeah, we drove 3.5 hours down, 3.5 hours back, and we were there for about 30 minutes of shooting. And we spent 7 hours on the road for 30 minutes of shooting, and what ended up being, I don't know how long that video was. It was like 7 minutes or something. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah.
But 7 hours for 7 minutes of video. Sorry about the sirens, folks. But, you know, our slogan, no hype, no net, no script, no net. Well, this is the way it goes. There's a road out here. We're in a state park. We're in Greenbelt State Park, and there's a major highway just outside of the park, of course. So you're going to get whatever you get.
Yeah, well, it's just real life in the United States, you know. People need emergency services sometimes.
That's right. So I think that for my part, my favorite, and again, I can't just choose one. There was 2 favorites for me in this season, in season 3. Certainly one of the earliest ones we did, which was the Main Avenue Fish Market.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, because that's a place we've always liked to go ever since we first started visiting DC years ago, and so I was very excited about doing that, and it was a lot of fun, and everybody was very nice to us. That I liked, and then
that was really fun.
That was cool.
What I liked about doing that is now that we're here, we're close enough by, we can actually buy some of the fresh seafood and come home and cook it. Whereas if you're just visiting, you're in a hotel room, you can't buy anything, you can't really experience it.
Yeah, you got a big bag of fresh fish and you go to a hotel room, you know, I mean, you can put in the nuke, but that's not very much fun. But I think the other one that I enjoyed was very recently was the Baltimore Comic-Con. We'd never been to a Comic-Con before.
Nope.
And that was a very cool experience. It was a lot more fun than I was expecting. I thought that was going to be a lot of work, and it turned out that everybody was extremely friendly, extremely cool, very willing to stand for interviews. That was a cool experience. We're going to do another one here real soon. We're expecting to downtown DC this time. So yeah, the Baltimore Comic-Con. I had a lot of fun at that. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go in costume anytime soon, but you know, maybe eventually we'll go to one of those and we'll go in costume. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But I can't make costumes and move and everything else all at the same time. It just doesn't work.
Now, and I think, okay, now this, my least favorite, and you know, please allow me to explain why before you start hitting the dislike button, was the law enforcement officers memorial episode. It was really scalding hot that day, folks.
It was very, very hot, and there was no wind.
No wind. It was like filming in a frying pan.
And I thought we were going to melt right into the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
Yeah, nothing to do with the memorial or anything like that, but the filming conditions were a lot more brutal, I think, than I made them look. At least I hope I didn't make them look, because it was terrible hot.
It was over 100 degrees.
Yeah, it was really blistering that day. There was no wind. We had parking downtown DC almost any time is a challenge. Of course, we're driving a pickup truck. We're carrying all of our equipment. That was that was a tough one. It was. Yeah, I think the episode turned out nice. I'm pleased with the result. But boy, we earned our salt on that one. I want to tell you, that was a tough shoot.
Yes, it was.
I mean, we've had a few shoots where it was you know, kind of pretty cold or pretty hot, but nothing like of course season 2 where it was you know, blistering in the winter up in Michigan. But that one that was a tough shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's so many we had fun doing. I mean, the Chinatown one was a riot.
Yeah, that was fun.
We've had a lot of trouble, of course, in DC with ambient noise. Because there's always sirens and horns and traffic. I mean, there's tens of thousands of people pouring through the city constantly. So ambient noise has been a real challenge.
You go downtown DC to film, you can expect, number 1, ambulances, number 2, fire department and police department. Number 3, probably wild geese.
Geese, yeah, you're going to get geese.
Lots of flocks of geese in D.C. You wouldn't believe it.
There are a lot of damn geese in D.C., yeah.
Wouldn't believe how many are here. And then there's the airport. And, yeah. You're going to get a plane overhead about every minute and a half, usually.
Yeah, about every 90 seconds you're going to get a plane coming out of Ronald Reagan National Airport. So that makes that's tough. If you're going to try and shoot in downtown D.C., that's tough. And I know a lot of you have said, well, yeah, don't try and tweak that out. Try, we like to hear the background. So we've tried to take these suggestions and keep, some of the background noises, some of the ambient noise, so you get more of a feel for what the environment's like. I hope everybody likes that, and they've noticed that we've made an effort to try and take everybody's suggestions about what they want to see, what they want to hear, what they want to experience in our videos. So we have tried to do that. In the coming year, I have no idea. I mean, we're obviously going to be doing a lot more in Washington, D.C., because we're still going to be living in the area.
Yep.
And of course, the surrounding cities, Baltimore, and probably back to Philadelphia. And
I would like to do a little bit more in the Smithsonian museums. I've had some opportunities to spend a few days there, and they are just phenomenal places to go see. If you've got a week or so to spend in D.C., please take some time and go to the museums, because they are just awesome. You've heard about them on TV, you've read about them in magazines and books, but there's nothing like seeing it in person.
And a lot of, there's a crap load of things to do in D.C. that are free. And 19 buildings or something in the Smithsonian?
Yeah.
19 buildings. And it's all free. So, and they're massive.
Yeah, they're huge.
We haven't seen but a few of them, and it's all free. We haven't been in the art museum yet.
No.
And the interesting thing,
we haven't been
excuse
in the
me,
American
folks.
Indian Museum yet.
The nice thing about the Smithsonian, museums notoriously do not want you to film inside. We've had you got to get permission in advance in writing and all this kind of stuff. Now, we have had some museums that gave us verbal permission, and that was cool, but they notoriously do not want you to film in there. But the Smithsonian doesn't have any policy about filming. They've been very accommodating, so there's been no problems with theirs. So that's very nice. But there's a lot of things. Now, I did we knew that there was a museum of cryptography at the NSA. We haven't been there yet. And I did discover, I didn't even get a chance to tell Beverly this, but there's the CIA has a museum at Langley.
Uh-oh.
So I'm assuming it's open to the public. Now, we're going to find out. So hopefully maybe we'll get to do the CIA museum and the NSA museum but if there's a body cavity search involved, we're not going to film that. So
no.
But there are a lot of very cool, and there's also a spy museum downtown that's I don't know if we can film in there or not, because that's actually a commercial enterprise. But
there's Madame Tussauds wax figures.
Yeah, there's Madame Tussauds, and we want to get to Ford's Theater, of course, the theater where President Lincoln was met his unfortunate end, and we're hoping to do that this year. A lot of things that we want to do. We have great ambition. What we'll actually be able to do remains to be seen. But we just want to give you some idea, that how much we appreciate everybody sticking with us, and what we see as coming up in the future. We're trying to do obviously more. Like I say, we did about I think it was 86 episodes in season 1 and only 79 in season 2. We did 106 in season 3. So we're trying to step it up. We're trying to get up to where we can at least average 2 a week.
Yeah, we're trying to do more.
Now we're going to be getting some studio lights. I might be doing a little more of the Q&A USA, a little more studio work. So maybe we'll even get up to where we can do 3 a week, do a little more true vlog kind of stuff. Obviously, we want to keep the channel about what's going on in the United States and what life here is like. So I'm not going to post those. We're going to have our regular episodes posted on Monday, but we'll post maybe something else during the week, once or twice a week. And I'd certainly like to be able to bring you one piece where I can sit down and talk with you each week in the studio. That would be nice. So we'll see. We've got some other plans. we'll see how they materialize, and of course I'll announce.
We can't tell them everything.
We can't tell you everything. We can't tell you everything.
Keep something a surprise.
Yeah, we've got some big plans, and if they come materialize, come to fruition, we'll make an announcement here and let you know. And that's really, I don't know. You got anything else, Bev? You want to?
I would like to say thank you to everybody for watching the videos and subscribing and liking and sharing. And most of all, I'd like to say thank you very much to our loyal viewers that have been with us since the beginning. It's been really nice to make new friends. Hi, everybody. And thanks for watching us. And we'll try and keep it interesting for you.
You sound like Dr. Nick, you know. Hi, everybody. So, yeah, we're going to try and keep it interesting. We're going to try and keep it fresh. You know, if you got particular things you want to see, we've been trying to watch the analytics, of course. I think that's just something that every YouTube creator does. They try to figure out, okay, what is it my audience really finds the most interesting? It seems like many of you like the Small Town USA series, and we might try to up the number of those per year. We do. Of course, we'd like to do more Small Business USA, and because we've met a lot of very cool folks and doing interviews for those.
Yep.
So lots and lots and lots of cool plans, but we don't have a real structured schedule. We put things on the list, and then whatever we're able to do is what ends up on the channel in the next week or so. So it's often as big a surprise to us as it is to you. But it's been a lot of fun, folks, and we really, really appreciate everyone sticking with us. So thank you so much for joining us. And if you haven't already, please pick subscribe, come along for the adventure. We love having everybody with us. If you've got questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. We really love hearing from everybody. We really do. And I do try to get back to everybody I possibly can. And as always, thank you for watching.